saturated fats. Such a fat is a triglyceride. It is a glycerol, a 3-carbon glycerol, so glycerol, the 3 carbons in it, CCC, and then a fatty acid tail attached at each of these carbons. And what happens through the dehydration synthesis process, so there is water removed. Dehydration, there's an H2O removed from the fatty acid tail and from the 3-carbon glycerol, something, and then where the fatty acid is attached, then one to the carbon and another one to the 2 other carbons. So it is the glycerol as the backbone, as one building block of the triglyceride, and then triglyceride each time to each of these carbons a fatty acid tail to it. And now these fatty acid tails, they're consisting out of many carbons, 15 or 17 in the examples used in this book. And when at each of these carbons there is of a fatty acid tail, there is a hydrogen. So it is saturated with hydrogen. Every time all these C's, all these carbons are saturated with a hydrogen everywhere. And that is a saturated fat. So it is with 3-carbon glycerol backbone, carbon, 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 and then through dehydration, removing of H2O, of water, there is now fatty acid tail with 15 carbons, each of one saturated with hydrogen attached to it. It can be broken apart again with hydrolysis, so adding water, and then it can be broken apart again into 3 fatty acid tails and a triglyceride. Now, saturated fats. Saturated fat is that everywhere the carbon in the fatty acid tail is saturated with a hydrogen. Every of these carbons has here in that illustration a C to it. A monounsaturated fat means that there is monounsaturated. One time, mono means in Greek, I think, one, monounsaturated. One time there is a carbon not saturated. And that happens because one time in this chain of 15, for example, 15 carbons, there are also another one is 17, another type of fat, there's one time a double covalent bond. There seems to be always in these fatty acids between one and another carbon a single covalent bond. So one electron is shared. One electron of a carbon is shared with the other electron of the other one. And then the hydrogen to each of these carbons. That is a saturated fat. Every time it is shared with a hydrogen. Now in a monounsaturated fat, one time there's between one carbon and another carbon not a single covalent bond, but a double covalent bond. So there at one time are sharing one carbon with another carbon 2 electrons. And now it has a little bend or kink written in this book like that here. And at that place there's not a hydrogen attached, it's not said why, but it seems obviously that it is because one electron is shared with the other carbon and not with a hydrogen. So that one carbon is not saturated completely with a hydrogen. And therefore, one time a carbon is not saturated, monounsaturated. One time a carbon is not saturated with a hydrogen, but it has a double covalent bond with another carbon. Polyunsaturated, just the same happens more than once. 2 times a C has a double covalent, carbon has a double covalent bond with another one. So that is all. And that is according to Gerard Torgan-Tsenagabovsky's Principles of Anatomy and Physiology book on the pages 45 and 56, but this is now substitute for medical knowledge and also medical advice.